I'm fight for hello and not for you. You should come with me. I'm missing the love at home. 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 Wish. Them come mug of good. When I get me in them, come mug of them. I quite them up on yes and a baggy. I would in and I'm more. Book put on my door and I catch it. Give him a back, keep it sick. Get not eastern of Bolo. But I didn't know kind of a Corabassi. That make got a penny. It's really me one of them 18. And I thought you could one of me econo. It's back to you. I know fit go. I miss you home. Calabana, same mother. I love Hassa and Yoruba. Mana, Nigeria, Africa, planet X.
When your whole world comes crashing down, is look up. Assemble the team.
It's showtime.
The brains waking up.
What'd you have for breakfast?
We are the sound of Lagos, and this is Mainland 98.3 FM Lagos.
You didn't see that coming, did you?
Thank you for sticking around, and this is still Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. My name is Sage Babalola, and you're welcome to Mainland Focus. This is time for us to take your submissions on all the stories that we have previously analyzed this morning during trends in the papers, unless, of course, there's a slight difference because now you are not necessarily asked to refer to any of the stories that we spoke about during trends in the papers. It means that you have the liberty to talk about any story that you like. But again, for the sake of those who want an opportunity to talk about the things that we spoke about earlier during trends in the papers, I can do a brief reminder for you or bring back to your memory some of the top stories that we discussed earlier. Of course, the major story would have to be the fact that portfolios have now been attached to the names of the ministers, or let's call them ministers designate, as the inauguration would happen on Monday. There's a lot of controversies regarding certain names attached to certain ministries, amongst other things. And also we spoke about the resurgence of killings in North Central State and the amount of lives that have been lost, summing up to over 1,200 lives lost, and of course a number of kidnappings. We also told you about NNPCL's $3 billion buffer, according to them, which is meant to strengthen the naira and of course stabilize the exchange rate, and ultimately the ripple effect of this activity is supposed to in a way help to minimize the cost of premium motor spirit. And those are the major stories we analyzed earlier. But then again, be reminded, you can talk about any story that you like as long as it is radio friendly. You can interact with us via the phone lines, via WhatsApp and text messages, and of course you can interact with us via social media, Facebook, YouTube, Mainland 98.3 FM. But before I start to take your submission, let's talk to Fuhad once again to tell us what his focus for the day is. Fuhad, good morning and welcome again.
Yeah, good morning, Sage. I'll make it very fast.
Yes.
Three focus for me. We have the ministerial portfolios eventually. On Monday, ministers will be inaugurated, and I think they can start work immediately. There's a lot that they need to do. The entire process has been disappointing for me, my own personal opinion, completely disappointing. Especially for a lot of us who expected something different, a departure from the past. But it seems we are getting a replication of what we have been having. From when the names were dropped, to how long it took the president to appoint them, nominate them, to the manner, to the fact that portfolio were never attached to them. Eventually, the entire screening process, which was more like a comedy in all ramifications for me. And now we have portfolios. But like I said earlier in the morning, amidst all our disappointments, we have to keep hope alive. Let's just hope that the choice of the president, or the choices of the president, would give us the dividends of democracy, that they will be able to at least better the lot and lives of ordinary Nigerians. We'll have to wait to see that happen. Now, on the $3 billion loan, again, NPCL from Average Exim Bank, that will, of course, help to strengthen the naira, defend it against, the problem in the forex market. Again, these are temporary measures, temporary monetary measures. The NMPC had to step in. Ordinarily, it was supposed to be the job of the CBN. But like I said again in the morning, just imagine that there's no crude oil in this country. God knows what would have happened. Because we always look at the easiest way out. But there is a lot that we still need to do because these are temporary measures. We can't continue to borrow, to defend the Naira. All we need to do is to ensure that we put policy frameworks in place, put structures in place, put ideas in place to ensure that we're able to balance our trade globally and earn enough forex. Fight crude oil theft, ensure we fix our refinery. Because like I said again, almost all of this money, if not half of this money, will still go into things like importation of PMS and all of that, which does not eventually help the economy. But it's important that the government has to intervene. The suffering is much, and like I said, when Shonubi appeared before the press, he looked jittery, he was disturbed. I'm sure that was the mood of the president too. So the intervention is quite appreciated and understandable. But again, we still need to do the right thing going forward. Long term, we have to do the right thing. Insecurity in Lagos State, I will just appeal to my governor, Governor Babalola Sanwo-Olu. He needs to step up. It's sad that we keep referring to Fashola, who has left how many years ago. There's so much insecurity in Lagos State. So a lot needs to be done. He needs to keep his eyes on the ball. We need to feel his presence as the governor. It's not just to occupy the seat that matters. What are you doing as the governor? He needs to step up. And this is an appeal to him from me. So that's it for me, the three issues.
All right. Thank you very much, Fuhad, for your analysis. It's time for us to take public contributions. All right. I told you can call us, you can text us, you can also interact with us via social media. The phone line 0913 6000 410. WhatsApp and text messages 0913 6000 430. Facebook and YouTube, Mainland 98.3 FM. Just go there with the live chat. You can leave your messages and I'll do well to read those messages live on air. 2 minutes is allotted per speaker. So please, I implore you to make sure that your speech band does not exceed 2 minutes so we can take as many contributions as possible. Good morning to you. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Madam Sage and my dear friend Fuhad.
Good morning to you, Barrister.
Yeah, this is Barrister Peter Oku. I'm calling from Mainland.
All right.
Yes. On open mic today, I want to talk specifically on the ministerial appointments. I am very, very, very concerned about the appointment of ministers. Some of the names there, they look and sound credible, but some others are not. We are in a very big dilemma. In fact, our economy, our politics and our economy in general is in a coma. Terminal cancer. That is what I want to compare it with. So all this rub my back and chop appointments that the president is doing is not going to solve our problem. I'm really afraid because you cannot cure cancer with Panadol. You need to apply chemotherapy on cancer, on terminal cancer. Otherwise, your life will be lost. You look at some of the names there. Somebody like Festus Keyamo, who was Minister of State for Labor. What did he do? He was given a very big budget to create jobs in all the 74 local governments in the country. What was the result? The result was very dismal.
Thank you, Barrister Peter.
Yeah, so we should go back and decide whether we want to run a democracy.
Thank you
This is
very
not how
much.
to run a democracy.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Hello.
Hello, Ms. Bob.
Yes, good morning to you, sir. All right.
For me, well, work has truly begun. Now that the ministers have been given their portfolio, but there are three. Yes, some square pegs, right square holes. Like it has been one, as just minister, the man used to do well. And I say on and on. Ministerial appointment is not entirely fighting what you read the phone. It's especially your capacity. If for some of them appointed, you also go and work with head, look around, gather technocrats around them, and they will join their ministry. I won't lie about that. I think they do well. The mind is not that. I hope people will not be left out. By that I mean, we must ensure that their track letters are also ready. If anyone is not performing, please, you can deal with the person. Because at the end of your time in office, whether 4 years or military time, 8 years down, you will be judged by the aggregate of what the ministry do. No president ever remember, even government announced their own executive capacity. Remember, because you had to diverse things, no, or maybe the design was working. Those will be part of this, but the major thing that will come in, as an executive, what do? You will implement. Why the deciding they will interpret the law, legislation, they will make laws. But you in the executive, you have to implement. And how do you implement? Through the ministry. And if your ministers are capable, at the end of the day, it will rub on the government. So I congratulate them, and let them know that work has started. And again, if they can't perform, if they don't perform, they should be shown the door out. They should show the way out. I think Nigeria will work.
Thank you. Good morning to you. Thank you so very much for calling. Hello.
Good morning, Sage. How are you?
Very well, thank you, sir. Good morning.
Thank God for another day. I greet Fuhad and all the crew. You see this ministerial. For me, I don't have problems with ministers. Honestly, you can put a good in the street and he will perform. If he knows that you are not going to take it lightly with him. So I don't have any problem. The only problem is the supervising person who happens to be the president. Is he going to make sure that those people, they deliver? Because from his speech, he said let the poor breathe. Is he going to make sure that all the ministers carry out their duty? Is he going to make sure that they are transparent? Is he going to make sure that they are accountable to the people? Is he going to make sure that they do their job with due diligence? These are the important things. It's not whoever is there that matters. Talking about portfolio, I believe we are all learning. So anywhere that anybody finds himself, if he's ready to perform, I am telling you the truth, he will perform. My only worry is this Minister of State. I don't think they have any business. Must everybody be made minister just to compensate? We have so many agencies and all of that. I think they say 2,000 plus agencies. Why don't you put them there if you must compensate people? Because we need Nigeria to move forward. And this money that they went to borrow recently, yesterday, what happened to all the money they have been borrowing before?
Thank you.
So the refinery, they should please fix it. That's the most important thing, and they should give Nigeria life.
Thank you very much. Have a wonderful
God
day.
bless you.
Yes.
God bless you.
All right. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, Babalola.
Yes,
Hello?
good morning to you, Elijah Spark.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Good morning, Babalola.
Yes.
And good morning to Fuhad, who is there. Right. Let me just talk about the ministerial appointment, especially the minister of petroleum, which the president is arrogating to himself. I don't think it's necessary. Look, the president is a rallying point. He should be a supervisor to all the ministry. Is President Tinubu, is he going to be attending the OPEC meeting? Is he going to be giving us the update of our refinery, which Nigeria is demanding for? So you see, look, we should not be, does he want to tell us he doesn't have a reliable or capable person to handle the Minister of Petroleum? So, look, we should not be beating around the bush. He has a lot of things in his hand. Or what we want is, give somebody an affair and supervise him and give the update. So I don't think it's necessary for him to arrogate the Minister of Petroleum to himself. He's compounding his problem. Then let me just talk about Lagos, where we are, Babalola.
Yeah.
It looks like Governor Sanwo-Olu is relaxing about the welfare and the security of Lagos State. We don't bargain for that. During the second time we voted for him,
so that the mega cities complete a city of living, a city of where we are going to proud of. Look at the hoodlums everywhere. Look at the roads. It's not concerned about the welfare and the security. So, I mean, the government should to know the expectation level the government is demanding from him. Have a nice day.
Have a better one. Thank you so much for calling. Let's go to Facebook very briefly. We have messages on Facebook. Issa Benjamin says, good morning, Sage. To me, the most important thing of the portfolio attached to the minister is not about putting the square peg in the square hole and round peg in round hole. For example, Wike as Minister of FCT and Keyamo as the Aviation Minister and the former Governor of Jigawa State as Minister of Defense. Again, for President, attaching Minister of Petroleum to himself is a no-no to me, because the president already has a lot for him to handle. I think we need a legislation on that. Finally, why did President scrap the Ministry of Niger Delta? Will that not cause problem? Benjamin from Shogunle asking that question via Facebook. Again, we're still streaming on Facebook, so please go on there and drop your comments. Mainland 98.3 FM. We're streaming live. Drop your comments there, and I will read your comments live on air. Also on WhatsApp, 0913 6000 430. You can leave your messages on WhatsApp if you do not want to leave them on Facebook, but you can definitely connect with us via Facebook or YouTube. Let's go back to taking phone calls. Hello. Please turn down the volume on your radio. Thank you. Hello.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, Fuhad.
Yes, good morning to you, sir.
To me, the idea of a president borrowing is it $30 million or $300 million as a succor.
$3 billion.
To shore up the strength of the naira against the dollar. It's like he's begging the question. Honestly, that would not, like what I said, that would not resolve anything. When this money, the dollar is exhausted, what happens again? We go back to the Tansuku, $30 of dollars. Let them build our refineries. Why is it that they are not talking about building or repairing our? Why are they not talking about that? That is the way to go. And let's make sure that there's constant power and electricity and make Nigeria productive. Honestly, that is the way I see it. Anything short of that will just be marooning. And the issue of assigning the portfolio of the Minister of Petroleum for himself, that's not the first thing to do. Look into the books of NNPC. Before you can even say anything, before you can even dabble into anything concerning issues of petroleum, look into the books and look at look, okay, for example now, since 2015, the oil that collapsed is illegal. And you are not looking at that. You just quickly assign the good morning, Jari.
Good
morning. That was the problem of this country. Yes.
Thank you very much. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, morning to you.
Good morning. This is Patrick Koko from Nkorodu.
All right, welcome. Go on, please.
Yeah, for the ministry, I hope the president will not do a good justice for the name.
Okay.
I hope his wife tell us that they are rich. Now we can see that the family is not rich. It is rich. Why is he starting the petroleum ministry to himself? You know? Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for your phone call. I'll just take what we have via text. Text messages have been sent. Morning Sound of Lagos, Steve Ikelu from Maryland. And Steve says, the ministerial portfolio is like the proverbial elephant that delivers just one calf after 2 years of pregnancy. For me, apart from Wale Edu, every other portfolio attached is just to compensate party loyalists. Square pegs in round holes is quite unfortunate. Stevie Kelly from Maryland, thank you very much for your text message. You can reach us via social media as well, like I've been announcing. Facebook, YouTube, Mainland 98.3 FM. So go and join us on this platform and leave your submissions on there. I'll take about 2-3 more calls and then I'll come to WhatsApp to take the contributions we've gotten so far. Hello.
Babalola.
Prince Wise, morning to you.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
You see, before this time around, we give a very good suggestion to Mr. President. I told him, Minister for State, no. One man holding to the ministry, no. And that's supposed to be. But Mr. President, you say those doing what?
you give them their portfolio. What me for some of us now to do now is to continue monitoring them. And I want to use this short time to tell Mr. President, please, give all these ministers timeline. If any one of them fail to perform between 1 and 1.5 years, you better let that person go. It means not qualified to hold that portfolio. Because what you need in this country today is number one, competency. Number two, honesty. If this is carrying you along, anywhere you find yourself, you must perform. That attitude is supposed to be. All the names you mention now, but you see them working. What you can assess them whether they perform or no power, that's the same Mr. President should give them timeline. For me, what remains for me is to be giving advice when necessary. Therefore, that now I'm not coming back home, Babalola. My governor, Sanwo-Olu, he has to buckle up now. The majority of road in our Lagos is not much durable, especially in Amuwodofi. What is work of the German? If you don't have money to buy Kota to tar road, what for to feed the pothole with sand? In every local government, you have a Minister of Works. What are they doing? And our money, Mr. Governor, where's our money? When our money for our roads? Make our road more durable. And now, because the price of DRC, yes, fine, but the DRC did not plan all the roads.
Thank you, Prince.
Do something for us.
Thank you.
Mr.
Have a nice day. Thank you so much. Hello.
Morning.
Yes, morning.
Okangolima in Mafuluku.
All right. Please go on.
I think I would like to remain in Lagos here. Where the last caller just talked about roads. In fact, the roads in Mafuluku, they are so terrible. Very, very terrible. Auntie Sage, I don't know whether you have been to Mafuluku before.
A few times, yeah.
Huh?
If
you come here, you wonder whether this place is in Lagos. And it's very close to the airport. Too. Everywhere, this governor came here and was going to virtually all the churches when he was campaigning. I thought that would give him a kind of a view of how terrible the roads are. But the moment he finished the campaign and went back and they say he won, that's the end of it. So I don't know what he's doing. I'm very disappointed. There's nothing working here. Fuhad was talking about what's the name? The former governor Ambode. If you go to the airport with Ambode, it's a legacy. Everything is there. But this governor now, nothing. I don't know why. Is it because he was appointed by another person? You should tell us that he really came to the governor.
Thank you very much. The position of governor is an elective position. All right. Governors are not appointed. Thank you so very much. We appreciate you. Hopefully the right authorities are listening to this and then they can take care of this situation. That's the reason we open the phone line, so you can air your grievances and the appropriate authorities can hear you and start to take steps to fixing the problem. So thank you, Mr. Okangwelina, for calling. Let me take another call before we go back to Facebook. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, morning to you.
Thank you so much. This is Dan. Wow, I greet you.
Yes.
Don't put down our state governor, please. Don't put down our state governor. Sanwo-Olu may be having one or two issues. No doubt about that. But don't put down our state governor, please. That is that. On the area of minister, look, anybody that wants this country to move forward, it is time to support Asiwaju. The way he put on the system almost for 2 months or 3 months ago now, the system is working, and I believe this system, this set of ministers, I believe they are going to perform. They are not going to disappoint Nigeria. If you want to go in the other way that I'm going to be criticizing government, either they do good or bad, good luck for you. But I tell you, this Asiwaju is going to perform. Look at what he did through the NFPC yesterday. By trying to say, okay, we need to find solution urgent to tackle this dollar issue, exchange rate. But now look at what they are trying to do. I believe we are going to get there, but it's going to be a little bit difficult to start with. But in the near future, Nigeria is going to be a better day under this government. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much for your contribution. Back to WhatsApp. James Ogbonna says, Sage and distinguished Mr. Fuhad, I celebrate you meritoriously. Honestly, some of the ministerial appointments surprised me. And Sage, I'd like you to answer one or two questions if Mr. Fuhad is not there. I thought Wike would have been given Works Minister of Foreign Affairs. Festus Keyamo should have been given Youth Ministry since he's an activist and knows how to talk and jump. So my question is, will the president be paid salary also as the Petroleum Minister? He wasn't screened and cleared as Petroleum Minister by the Senate. Why is Niger Delta Ministry not mentioned? Thank you, James Ogbonna. Ifeanyi White Izemeke says, my contribution is that why will Mr. President attach the Minister of Petroleum to himself? That is adding more problems to the one at hand. Also, I need to know if Festus Keyamo has any degree in aviation institution. Davis Zaid David says, good morning, Mainland FM. My concern is on the situation in Lagos. You do not expect a governor that leverages on... Okay, thank you very much, Davis, for your message. Wale Odugbeson says, our leaders are bereft of ideas. They know our problems, but they don't know what to do. All right, I'm going to, that was on Facebook, by the way, Mainland 98.3 FM. You can also go there and be like our listeners and, of course, leave your submissions on Facebook if you're streaming. I'm going to go to WhatsApp now and take a few messages before I go back to the phone lines. We have here, good morning, I'm Sam from Magodo. The ministerial portfolio is another mixture of confusion because the likes of Keyamo, Wike, etc. holding some positions which we all know that they are not meant to have an idea on. How then can they run these ministries? This is a red flag. Why would the president be the Minister of Petroleum? Is that the new crust for Nigerian president? The president has a lot on his decks to deal with. Why is he flooding his decks with more unnecessary responsibilities? Nigerians are watching. Let's see how everything plays out. The security challenge in the country is as a result of the government not paying attention to the poverty in the country, and they refuse to fight the camp of the bandits. They know these people, why not invade their camp? Sam from Magodo sent that particular message. Something from Yanopaja is saying, you can now see what a propaganda... We're moving towards gagging the press that's helping to make the voice of the people heard. How on earth can eyes on the judiciary billboard dictate or intimidate the judiciary? After all, the Presidential Election Tribunal is not the only court pronouncement that is being waited on in the country. On Niger Republic, you can now see a government that cannot tame the bandits in its country, that want to fight for restoration of government in another sovereign state. We shall know how far when Niger cut off River Niger supply. Okay, thank you very much. Another one here. Good morning, Mainland FM. My open mic is on the fact that democracy is better than military. My question is it the type of democracy we practice here in Nigeria? Is the fact that the killings under Buhari's administration by banditry, killer headsmen, Boko Haram terrorists, unknown gunmen across the federation, and even the killing of Nigerians by our own soldiers, you know what, we're going to get back to this message, all right? But thank you very much for your message. I might have to screen it and take out a few parts and, remove the ones that are not exactly accommodated on radio. But thank you so much for your message. Let's take phone calls. Hello. You're live. Hello, good morning to you. All right, please try to make it back if you can. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, morning to you.
So sorry for the noise.
Oh, it's okay.
All right, my name is Don Peters.
Welcome, sir.
I'm calling you from First Stack now.
Welcome.
Yes, on my open mic, I want to ask you a question. Siege, this ministerial list, the time it takes is screaming, and the portfolio have been allocated. Does it worth it? Why I ask this question is this. The time I'm questioning, I'm interrogating, because these names and everything is something that Mr. President should have done within 1 week. Because these are people we have known already. And him right now arrogating Minister of Petroleum to himself. He may have a reason why he have done that. But does it worth it? The truth is this. We have a lot in our hands that we really need to do as a people. Not to, use ministerial list and whatever. to compensate political who have helped you in doing one or two things. I don't just understand the way every down thing is going, trying to play politics with the life of Nigeria, with the future of Nigerians. These things could have been done within 1 week, and let's see what they have to offer. Honestly speaking, Wike and the rest of them, Umai, Festus Kiamu, all of them, it should have been done within 1 or 2 weeks, and everything is over. He himself will tell us that I am the Minister of Petroleum. If he announced it, is there anything wrong with that? But it's taken almost 3 months to do. And look at the way everything is going. I don't just understand it. Honestly speaking, let's just be serious for once in this country. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your call. Hello. Hello.
Hello. It's okay. It's okay. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Madam Babyface. Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah. I greet you, Prof. Fuhad. See, why people are complaining? I said it with Professor Opoyemi yesterday. See, we don't need to complain. We know they said they are going to start from where they stop. So why are we complaining? Look at Lagos State. For the father of Lagos State become the president of Nigeria, how did they do the Lagos State for us? And we are not complaining about the touts that absorbing people under the bridge and all this instance. No, they are not there to do anything. If you want to do your road now, they will stop you that you should not do that for local government, for state. Please, what I want to say now is just they should open our border for us. Food can come to my store. People are lamenting. People are crying. If you bring 20,000 now, you will just buy only one pack of bags with your fish and pepper. Look at the helicopter that dropped down. So those armies or those soldiers, they want to tell us that they don't know these people. Please, they will not just come and be deceiving people. But we just open the border for. Thank you very much.
All right.
That's my own take.
Thank you for your submission. Hello.
Hello, Babalola. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Peter.
Thank you very much. The other time when Fuhad was talking, he called you, he said Babalola, sorry, he called you sick. We are under sick. He's spelling the same thing with the seat of the one he was referring to.
Definitely not ACG.
Are we under you? Nigeria, not only Lagos is under siege, Nigeria is under siege with this same situation we are seeing now. I want to ask a question. Somebody asked it, but let me elaborate a little bit on it. When they were screening the ministers according to the constitution, the Tinubu present himself to the screen as the Minister for Petroleum. If he did not tell that, is he not violating the constitution? Is that a democratic practice? Then they will say, the military are dictators. Is he not dictating here? And number two, why should you make yourself Minister for Petroleum with all the laws? How much do you tell us? $10.7 million spending in a day of crude oil. And then an illegal bunker was from 2016 up to now. All the money that are stolen, all the crude oil that are stolen, refined oil that are stolen, Buhari remained the Minister for Petroleum. And now he has gone. Has he been called back to come and account? He was already always now taking over. So that the stealing, the looting will continue. Let me say something about the Gawa State former governor that is now the Minister for Defense. How much do we take care of the state in terms of security? See, let me put it this way. Yes, we are very under siege, but let me summarize it. Now, the kind of Minister for Defense that we are having, the Minister for Petroleum, these two sectors for me. So you are just telling the Boko Haram, look, feel at home. Bandits, feel at home, we are in charge. And then you are telling those that are stealing crude oil, don't worry, feel at home, I can't prove Buhari. Saheed Okobo mentioned the military. You can't prove that statement, you don't do anything. So, those who are stealing crude oil, feel at home. Our man is in charge. Security, feel at home, Boko Haram and bandits, we are in charge. Nigeria is under siege. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your submission. Let me take a few WhatsApp messages, and you please bear with me the fact that I have to move through all these platforms. I just want to make sure everybody is able to contribute regardless of the platform they choose to contribute with. Top of the morning, Sage and Fuhad. Fuhad, great analysis. Kudos to you. But I do have a few questions. Of what benefit has France or Western interest and influence benefited Nigerian people over the years? Is Niger still a French colony? Otherwise, why do they make it sound like France has a right in Niger Republic? In diplomatic and internal relations, the national interest of a country is no secondum. Tell us, sovereign country's democracy. What do you think about African-modeled communism being a potent way to go for African liberalization? Leke from Ali Mosho. If you listen to Fuad's analysis, he pretty much have addressed all the questions that you have asked, one after the other. I don't know if you were able to catch his analysis earlier on, but he has tended to the majority of the questions that you posed. Thank you so much for your message, Leke. Good morning, Sage and Fuad. The ministerial portfolio is out. Some are a good match, while some are questionable. Ministry of Finance, Justice, Education, Communications, Health, and a few others are good. However, power, solid minerals, defense leaves me worried. I wonder why an ex-banker is heading the Ministry of Power, a core sector for economic growth that requires an experienced person. Similarly, I wonder what a person with a background in journalism is doing in the Ministry of Solid Minerals. Ministry of Defense also concerns me. Can a career politician effectively manage it, especially at a time where we are faced with insecurity in our country and border countries? The president assigned the portfolio to someone who faced insecurity as a governor and could not do anything about it. This is why attaching ministerial portfolios, not just names, to the Senate for screening is important. While there are square pegs in square holes, round pegs in square holes leave us doubtful. Still, let's give the president the benefit of the doubt. Hopefully, he knows what he's doing. We all wish for a better and prosperous Nigeria. Balumi Lawrence from Nigeria, from Lagos, from Lagos, is the author of that particular message. Let's take one more and then we're back to the phone lines. Again, please bear with me. Sage and distinguished Mr. Fuad, I celebrate you. Oh, luckily we read this via Facebook already, so we can just go to the phone lines now. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, good morning. Welcome.
Yes, my name is Wali. I'm calling from Ikeja.
Welcome, Wali.
Okay, now, you see, I'm talking about because today is Thursday, and I have free to talk any...
Yeah, it's Open Mic Thursday. Go ahead, please. Yes.
Yes, about the wiki. Is it the minister of FCT then give this? Is it by appoint? Is it by working or what? Is it appointed that kind of minister to wiki? Eh? Because me, I don't understand this country. And now the step of former President Buhari, the step Ashwadi wants to take. Buhari appointed himself as a minister of petroleum the last time. Now, Babalola came now. Is there no person that's capable in this area that can be minister of petroleum?
Hello?
That's what I don't understand now. Because now, if after now we don't have petroleum, we don't have crude oil in this country, how can we make it in this country now? Now he's taking the step of former President Buhari, and one of the ministers, the former governor of Edo State, were accusing Buhari that he's already damaging things before he leaves the government. Now, it's the same thing this Baba is following now. What are we going to do now in this country? Are they pushing Nigerians or what? At least Mr. Fuad should talk about what I'm saying. Why is the president give himself Minister of Petroleum?
Thank you very much for your submission. We appreciate you for calling. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, morning.
Yes, I'm a building calling from Agege.
Oh, welcome.
Yeah, the previous the president has already said it. He said it to start from where Buhari said. So I don't know what to say about that. Is there any good thing about Buhari business? No good thing. So it's still the same thing. And so it's going to continue from the same place to the Buhari said. So I'm not seeing any good thing coming out of this government. I don't believe in them. That's the one thing. I know this man is not going to do anything. To keep lamenting on this sensation for the next 7 years. No such thing.
We hope that's not the case. All right, we hope that's not the case. Like one of the callers said, let's give this administration the benefit of the doubt. Now that the cabinet formation is in full effect and we're appointing individuals to MDAs, hopefully they're able to do something. At least in 36 months, you can now start to weigh their efficiency as people who are leading certain ministries, and then we can give proper analysis to their efficacy or their efficiency. But for now, it's just been a few hours. So let's give them the benefit of the doubt, like one of the callers said. But thank you so much for your call. Hello, morning to you.
Morning to you, Sage.
Yes, Engineer Nina. Yes, morning. Nice to have you.
God bless you, Engineer Nina from Yaba.
Yeah.
Well, thank God for the ministry and the creation of Ministry of Gas and the other junior ministry, and the president giving himself Minister of Petroleum and other ones. I know that all those who are given some 3C ministry are those as close as they are as closer as they are to the president, and he knows what their performance and how to move things forward. Thank God for that. But it's the right of Nigeria to complain and to say what they observe in the system. They are putting more money into more dollar into the system in order to control the price of petroleum products. But I think that we are also going to borrow more money from Exim Bank now. So he who goes are borrowing, goes are borrowing. NNPC system need to be restructured. Let us take note of that. We cannot continue to borrow money. And also, one thing is also clear. We need to produce in our system. If we are a producing nation, we will become exporting nation. Our balance of trade will be buoyant, and then we will now strengthen our naira against the dollar. Let them take note of that. Anything short of that, we are just dancing in the sun. We are playing around the situation, and our economy is in danger for that. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your submission. Hello. Hello. Okay, maybe you should call us back because we cannot hear you. Hello. Okay, let's take this one. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Morning to you, sir.
Yes, Joe from Bariga.
Oh, welcome.
This the man has said Buhari legacy. So let's just talk about over these issues of ministerial appointment. So let me talk the one that is more important now on Lagos State. When we are coming from Fincan Island to my two, the petty traders block the road. The transporters, they block the road. We cannot understand what is happening at the my two there. Don't we have a governor of this state again, or the local government chairman again? Are they not seeing those things? I'm somehow confused what is happening in Lagos State. See, do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand you, yes.
My two area.
We'll look into it, all right.
It's blocked with the petty traders and the transporters. They block the whole of that area. It's lost that. It's like, it's at war. We're not at war in Lagos State now. Please, amiable governor, please help us a bit to clear that my two. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your call. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, morning to you.
Good morning. First, let me thank. Yeah, my name is Charles. I'm calling from Oba.
All right, go ahead.
Let me use the opportunity to thank Fuhad. God will bless him. He's leaving a legacy, speaking on behalf of the common man. Keep it up. You are leaving a legacy, and God will bless you for it. We listen to those that listen to you are more than those that are calling. Please, keep it up. Let me say this. Nigeria will keep talking to the end of this century. Yes, it's not a cause, so yes, it's already written that we cannot to complain with the end of this because we have no leaders. So because said we want leaders, not just mere politicians. We want leaders, not rulers. We haven't got the leaders yet. We are still playing politics. And God is upset with us here until we do the right thing. I think what I accepted from the president was to throw those that took our money. That's the first thing. You can't keep selecting ministers. These people are just coming to chop. Those that the federal government bring them to book, bring them out. Let them come and tell us how they set the budget and everything. Without that, we are heading nowhere. Yes, I would say we are under a course or a fair, but we need to do the right thing. Petrol is a means of making money in this state, the main source of getting money in Nigeria. Now the president is taking it over. Where are we heading? We are not going nowhere. I'm telling you, it's not a course until we do the right thing. God will see us through in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. That is our last call for this morning. We're going to spend the rest of the time we have taking the myriad of messages that we have on Facebook and also on WhatsApp. So I'm going to start with Facebook. Alabalakwe says, congratulations to all the ministers as their portfolios has been given. I wish them all well. These guys and the ladies on the ministerial list should not disappoint the president. We are solidly behind them. They should make sure every nook and cranny in Nigeria feels their impact. They must not make the decision that would give the president a setback. However, I want to ask the guest, what if the Senate clears the other 3 pending ministerial nominees? What portfolio is left for them to manage? Also, I would like to suggest this to Asiwaju as one who means well for him. It would have been better for the president to have a special ministry that would be called Food and Beverages Ministry. Nigerians are hungry, so they need someone who will be solely in charge of food. Lastly, I want to beg the president, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Nigerians and Nigeria needs Malam El-Rufai in his government. The guy has knowledge that would bring more prosperity to the government and to the power or petroleum sector. If El-Rufai can be reconsidered, I will be glad. Once again, congratulations to all the ministers and to all Nigerians. We await more goodies. All right. Alabalakwe from Sabo Ijawoni Baojo, thank you for your message. Dixon Felix on Facebook says, the ministers are tested and untrustworthy fellows. Whoever expects good performance from them can as well believe in the possibility of a sunrise from the west. As for the loan taken to stabilize the naira, the speculators simply cashed out for now. Let's wait for a month and see how long the naira stability would last. My regards to the crew. Olasukomi Habib on Facebook also says, good morning, Sage. Why is the president putting himself as the Minister of Petroleum? It's very wrong. He has a lot on his decks and to walk across various sectors. I must say this, the Ministry of Petroleum will be totally devoid of accountability, transparency, efficiency, and lasting solution that would affect the current problem in Petrol Ministry. God bless Nigeria. I think Alabalakwe sent his message multiple times. So let's just go to WhatsApp for now. How about we take WhatsApp messages? I have here, happy Thursday to you, Fuhad and Babalola. I'm okay from Idimu Alimosho. I'm not happy that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu held on to the Petroleum Ministry again. It's highly unreasonable. He should drop off the ministry. Please, our president should see to it that our refineries work, even if we need to start from the scratch. Until we stop importation of petroleum products, our naira can never recover. Thank you. Thank you too. Awala Christopher from Shogunle says, I'm concerned about the effrontery of the terrorists in Niger State and the position of the government of the state to engage them in dialogue, and they even went ahead to create a ministry to that effect. This is a bad signal, and other criminals elsewhere would be emboldened, hoping to be pampered. Unfortunately, this appears to be the capitulation to the criminals and clear invitation to anarchy. The military should be encouraged to take them on and defeat them. It is good that President Tinubu has rewarded Wike Umahi Keyamo for their loyalty. All right. Thank you for your message. Good morning, Mainland FM. Now that the portfolios have been assigned to the ministers, and as the president has inaugurated, will inaugurate his cabinet on Monday, they should mandate his solid mineral minister to hit the ground running, to drift from depending on crude oil and fuel subsidy. The Minister of Justice should also set up a machinery to recover our looted funds and bring the looters to justice. Fuhad, I want to know, please, do we have an official rate for dollar? Thanks, Mr. Ndubusi from Igondo, Lagos. They're trying to unify both the official and parallel market. They floated the Naira, amongst other things, but as of today, it closed at 850 to a dollar, 850 naira to a dollar, as opposed to last week Thursday when it was about 915 naira to a dollar. So that's what we're working with at the moment. But because both platforms have been unified, we cannot necessarily say one is the official rate and one is the rate on the parallel market. I don't know if you understand me. But more messages on here. Assigned ministerial portfolio is a complete error, only for the Justice Minister. Tell me what former Governor Badaru was doing there as defense minister when the country is in serious need of security. Alake, renowned journalist as mineral resources, and many, which time cannot permit me to mention. He only got it right in Umahi, Wike, and Fagbemi. I think while Nigerians are patiently waiting for this government to get it right, they continue to proceed in error. Chika Bende from Treadfair, Lagos. I'm almost out of breath trying to get through all the messages, but aside from me being out of breath, we don't have time anymore, but we still have a deep appreciation for your dedication to making sure you get a word in when we are on air. You heard Fuhad earlier. Okweme Akiode, the head of Political Desk, would be here by 4 p.m. today, and the Emisaka is also going to be here. Head of Political Desk is also going to be here, and they would both be discussing extensively about the ministerial portfolios and the names that are being attached to it, and also political roundtable on Sunday, all right, by 6 to 8 p.m. More conversations around that, so don't worry, your messages are not in vain. My name is Sage Babalola. This is Mainland 98.3 FM. 9:45 a.m. will be time for Global View. Please stick around.